What is up, traders? Welcome back. I haven't posted in a little bit. Just to give you a quick update. Unfortunately, I did lose a PA account. So I did have a PA number 3. That's gone. Now, to be honest with you, I kind of had an idea that this was going to happen, and you know, the account started in the positive. I think it was up $500 or $700. I can't remember. So the trailing drawdown kind of moved up, and once I made those dumb mistakes, it pretty much went downhill from there. I was trying to bring it back, and I was doing good for a little bit, taking trades here and there, and slowly getting back up. I think it was almost at break even, but that trailing drawdown just creeps up on you, and yeah, I actually went down to one contract. And I just couldn't save it. I tried, I couldn't save it. And again, like I said, I kind of knew it was gonna happen, so I wasn't really surprised. It does sucks to lose a PA, but this is why I have 3 other ones, because I knew things like that was gonna happen, and probably they're gonna continue to happen until I actually get some kind of consistency, some kind of I don't know, something that makes my trading more consistent. And I think I have the thing for it. Actually, I'll talk about this in the video. But this other account or eval is actually doing okay. I was down a lot. I was actually up $2,200 on it, and I was $300 away from passing. And my god, I don't know what it is about the 50Ks. As soon as I get to one trade away from passing the freaking account or eval, I end up almost blowing it. And what happened was I actually took a trade, and it was one trade. It was a big loss. Not a big loss, it was actually average loss for 10 contracts. And I was like, you know what, I was like, I don't like this. So I actually stopped trading this account and traded out the evals. As you can clearly see, there's a gap. There's a 41, and then there's no 42 and 43. Now, as you know, Apex is doing the 90% off. Now I gotta get some evals, 18 bucks. Why not, do some YOLO trading, and I'm glad I got that out of my system. But those were just dumb trades that I don't even want to talk about it. But there were just there's no rules. I was just gambling at that point, pretty much. But I do have a fresh one as well, and I do have this one that's, honestly, I'm probably not gonna cancel that, because I don't need 3 PAs. But I guess today's trading day was not really that great. I saw a couple trades here that I wanted to take. This one's actually risk is too big. This one's risk is kind of big as well, because this was 2.75. It'd be over 3 points with my entry, so skipped it. I see this higher low here. It was pretty juicy, but I just didn't like the stem on there. If the stem was a little bit less of a stem, I definitely would have taken it. But since I was trying to be patient, and the patience got the best of me, because I got a loser here, and as I was trading, I was talking to myself. I'm like, look, don't take the trade. Just wait for the price to come here, and then possibly look for a trade, right? And sure enough, my patience just ran out, and I said, you know what? Just take the trade. It's too far from EMA. Price has to come down, right? And no, it did not. And I got a loser here, and pretty much I was done at that point. Because the thing I was done, and this happens to me frequently, and this is what I'm noticing, this is what I'm trying to fix, is that I see there's levels here. I know there's levels here. I know there's levels here, right? I see them. And I tell myself, and during this, before I took this trade, I told myself, just wait, don't take a trade, just wait for it to come to you, right? I could have waited like 2-3 minutes. I could have went short on here. Obviously, this is hindsight, but it is at the level where I want it at, right? Okay, risk 2 points, right? Take a stab. Could have got your scalp. Maybe not a runner, but you could have got your scalp, right? This is plenty of room. Even if you entered the bar close, the trade could have worked, right? But no, I had to listen to myself, and this is what happens. And I was done at that point. I pretty much logged off. However, I did make a trade on NQ, which I was actually pretty proud of. And basically, it's a second entry short with a lower high. And the thing with this is I had my actually levels like here, overnight highs. Actually, I'm sorry, it was a little bit higher. It was probably like around here. And the reason I took this trade, and it was kind of dangerous to be honest with you, because I don't have enough room to get out if I were to. Again, I didn't went short on this bar right here. I went actually short on this golfing bar because the price broke higher and reversed. And even then, that was still not enough room to get out. But I figured I was gonna get my scalp, and that's all I was worried about. That's all I was worried about, is getting scalp. And then I also got a nice runner on that as well. So on the queue, I did took this trade pretty well, and I think it was a pretty smart, not smart, but pretty good trade in my opinion. But what I actually started doing, and I started doing this on Tuesday, is I actually started to journal my trades. Now, I used to journal my trades back when I first started, and that actually made a huge impact on my trading. It obviously didn't make me an amazing trader, but it showed me what I need to work on. It showed me what I was doing wrong, and I actually stopped doing it after like maybe 6 months or so, and I realized that I need to keep doing it, right? And I realized I need to keep doing it, and I found this little software. It's called TraderSync, and it's really awesome. First of all, they do a 7-day free trial, and again, I'm not affiliated with them by any means at all whatsoever, so this is just my own review of it, so to speak. And they also give you a 50% off on annual subscription. Now, I'm not doing annual subscriptions because it's too expensive. You have to pay in full basically, and I don't have $300 basically. But they do give you a once you complete the little tasks here that you kind of get you familiar with the platform, they do give you a 60% off coupon. Again, it's towards the annual membership, but they also applies to a monthly. Basically, if you're to do monthly, which what I'm going to do, I'm doing the premium, I'm not going to do the elite, it's going to be basically a $40 a month, so $39.96 a month. So that's probably what I want to do. They do have I'm sorry, not they, but there's another one that's called TradeZilla, which is, honestly speaking, from like the first glance, I like the layout a little bit better than the TraderSync, because this is the dashboard for TraderSync, right? And this is the dashboard for a TradeZilla, Zella. And I like that better just because you get a calendar, you get your recent trades, which is like these things right here, and you got your P&L chart, you got your daily chart, and you got your different widgets here, your win percent and your average win loss trade whatchamacallit ratio, all that good stuff. I just wish these widgets were a little bit better, just a little bit bigger, like the graph for net return. I wish this was a little bit kind of bigger in my opinion. I mean, this is very insightful. This is these trades really insightful, and I think that's their main point, is that to kind of like see what you're doing right, see what you're doing wrong. But they do have hourly widgets, which is also really interesting. Like, for example, for me, like at 9 o'clock, this is where my losing trades happen, right? The most losing trades happen, and when I must make most profits around 10 o'clock, and then 11 and 12, and so on and so forth. Like weekly, again, I don't have enough data to kind of get more in depth, and I'll probably do a video later on about this once I get more trades in here. But again, like I said, really cool tool that I really want to implement in my trading. Again, all these trades are uploaded not automatically, but you have to export your trades through a Ninja, which is really simple. Honestly, it's really simple process. And the only thing I don't like about this is the times. I think these times are actually Eastern times, and I live in Texas, so my times are Central. So you can change the time, but I don't know if it's doing it. I really don't know. But anyways, the cool thing is you can actually click on a trade, and all this stuff populates automatically once you import the trades in. You can put in your setups, what were you trading, mistakes if you made any. It does give you a chart on here, but again, my times these are times in New York, and I'm in Chicago time zone, so this won't work for me. And also I trade tick charts, so doesn't really happen much. And honestly speaking, this is from TradingView, and TradingView is the largest charting platform around the planet, and they don't have tick charts, and that kind of pisses me off, to be honest with you. Like, how you gonna have anyways, whatever, I digress. But then they also give you running P&L. Like, this trade was negative $640, and then it went positive. And then also you can upload a screenshot. This was a trade, pretty much a stab at the whatchamacallit, at the top, almost like I'm trying to catch the top, but you can clearly see the trend. Now the thing what I noticed about my screenshots, I need to take more wider screenshot just so I can get more price action in there, so I can get a better understanding. But again, work in progress. Now you can clearly see my notes here as well. You can also add the notes on here as well. Basically I just copied whatever, but you can put also like, what do you feel that trade, like what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, in terms of like emotion, right? But another thing that I started doing as well is this journal, right? And this is for just that day, but this is pretty much for 3 days that I put in, and I have this little template here that I just copy and paste. For example, let's talk about today's price action. So I always write down how I feel in terms of like emotionally, like, am I feeling stressed? Am I feel tired? Am I feeling good? Am I feeling great? Am I like like what was happening that day? Did I got into a fight or something with my girlfriend or something like that? Something like that. So it's really important to write that things down, and because they will but they will impact your trading as well. So, but again, very short and sweet to the point. Made one trade basically at the open, waited only 5 minutes to need to work on that. And before that, you can clearly see that I need to wait 5 minutes after the open. Again, you can clearly see not trade at the open. So work in progress. But I asked, what did the market do today? Basically, market was in the range, and I had to be patient and play highs and lows, right? You want to buy at the lows and you sell at the highs. And then again, same thing. What trades did I take? Took a short at the top at the range with the lower highs showing. What did I do well? Paid more attention to the signal bar. PA was clear, so I had no trouble reading it. Didn't hesitate again. I don't really hesitate anymore. I used to hesitate a while back, about a few months back. That was one of my issues. Again, it doesn't hurt to put that down, just to kind of keep it back in your head, in your mind, so it doesn't creep back up. And then the last one, we'll let the runner run. As you can clearly see, the day before, I said I need to. I stopped moving it. What is it? This one right here. Let the runners run. So that's something I need to work on. Again, what I can do better tomorrow: not trade open. Do not trade at the open. Wait 5 minutes after market opens. Don't force the trade. Again, there's no setup. Don't trade. I noticed about myself that I tend to get kind of antsy, kind of get bored, So be more patient. Let the price come to your levels. Again, this is from the ES trade. Again, this is just NQ trades, as you can clearly see. And this is only one eval. This is not all of my trades, because I don't want to confuse the accounts, because again, like I said, I really want to pass the 50k, and I really want to pass this one because I think it's in the right spot, and I think it's gonna help me as well. And then you can clearly see too, like, that I'm very short bias, right? There's only one lone trade that I took, and again, this is only a sample of 3 days. I need to have a 30 days of to get the full picture, but as of right now, it's clear that I am very short bias, and I think I know why. And I think the reason that I'm short bias is because short trades tend to they go much faster than long trades. I feel like the long trades, or the trades to the upside, they take a little bit longer to get to my target profit, to get that scalp, whereas going short is pretty much almost instant. So, but anyways, I feel like I've I on and on about this video. It's about 15 minutes, so I figured I'd share this with you guys. And I'm gonna do a deep dive in this little journal, and I'll try to compare this one to this one. Again, this was TraderSync, this is TradeZella, but like I said, I'll do a deep dive more as I get more trades on it as I get more data in it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.